tell you we binge trash reality TV, I don't think that it's quite understood how much. If we were to have made reaction videos out of everything that we've watched, our channel would probably have double the content that it does right now. So many times when cinnamontoastken and Buff Pro react to things, we've already seen it. Not their videos, but the actual show the actual itself. Content. Yes, so
I have to tell you something.
Okay.
On TikTok last night, there was a content creator who I've never seen before.
Yeah.
But someone else was kind of like tearing her apart. So in a very like nice way, in a very like you don't really hear yourself kind of way. But I follow a lot of therapists because for a long time I thought I was going to be a therapist. And so I follow this one therapist, and she was the one I'm talking about. She did a reaction kind of to another therapist's content, and she said, oh, I am a good therapist because I don't drink alcohol and I don't eat sugar and I go to bed at, you know, whatever time, and I don't watch, you know, reality TV shows. And I was like, get your ass on some 90 Day Fiance. What is it? Psychology in Seattle literally makes content on YouTube. Like, this is a good insight to learn you something.
Right.
It just pissed me off. It was just this, like, you know, Puritan.
I'm so much better because I don't indulge in. And people were like,
you're giving off Gwyneth Paltrow. And she was like, this is not my intent. It's like, well, that's
what you did.
So if you're coming in the comments saying, trash reality TV show, it's so entertaining. It makes you feel so good about yourself.
Well, you know, I could care less about the opinions. You know, I'm doing me, and I'm gonna have a good time with this. The thing is, also, there is a lot to be learned when there are these human it's a glimpse into the other side, to look at what other people are going through and understanding through the lens of others, especially when they're really struggling.
Yeah.
You can find similarities. You know, a lot of these people that are on like My 600 Pound Life, Hoarders, these different shows where people are just going through a lot of stuff, you can see places in your own life where it's like, oh, had this been my bad day, I could be exactly where they're at.
Yeah, to clarify, when I say like I feel better about myself, I specifically mean 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, yeah. When it comes to relationship stuff, that's a whole nother...
The TLC shows, like you said, Hoarders and My 600 Pound Life, and like the Hoarders with the pets and all of that. Like, it's just, you know, it's a heartbreaking thing to witness a mental illness come to such terrible...
The Punisher has said before in the comics, you know, that to one of the cops, I think it was, like, you're one bad day away from being exactly where I'm at. And it's just like, you can kind of see, like, in your own experiences, in contrast to a lot of things that these folks are going through, it don't take much. And it's a lot of times completely out of their control, and their brains are trying to find a way to deal with the tragedies that they've been through. You will rarely, if ever, find an unscathed person in these situations.
Oh my God, yeah. And even we watched kind of the opposite of the My 600 Pound Life last night.
Oh, yeah.
It was something...
where people were just trying to get huge. Like they're trying to lift as much as they can, take steroids.
As their body would possibly allow them to be. And it was the same thing that you heard on My 600 Pound Life, where it's something bad has happened to them, usually with their body, and they want to either become so big that they don't want to attract someone, or become so big that nobody's gonna mess with them.
Right. Yeah.
So there's reasons.
But with Hoarders, a lot of times it's some huge loss, and they're trying to hang on to stuff to fix losing something in their life.
Yeah.
And so cinnamontoastken has a video here. It just came out like a week or 2 weeks ago. It's called Hoarders is an Insane Show. It is. So I'm interested to see their take on it, Buff Pro and cinnamontoastken.
I am interested. I'm hesitant because I even feel a little bit bad that I watch these shows, because it is like This is the only way that these people can get help. We've talked about this before. This is the only way that these people can get help. Feels a little bit like exploitation.
Well, here's the way that I look at it, and I think I've said this again before. You say, it's the only way that they can get help.
Yeah.
A lot of times these people would not, it would cost hundreds of
There's
thousands
no other
of
way.
dollars to remove the trash in their house, to fix foundation issues, or sometimes they tell them you can't.
That this isn't like a, and I wouldn't expect it from them, but I just hope that this isn't a ha ha ha, look how fucked up, this is so funny.
Tragedy always has to equal comedy to a certain extent.
There are things that are like, oh my dear God.
Yes, there are. I mean, there are.
Today we're checking out Hoarders. Tempers rage when Hoarder is confronted with reality.
Ooh.
And every time, if you ever watch a show about Hoarders, this is always the thing that happens. Whenever they're starting to throw their stuff away, they're starting to help them and try to get things moving. Even if they're on board, they get mad about it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what this is about. We haven't watched Hoarders in a long time. We've watched, there's several shows we've watched. What was one of them? One of them was like a British show that was kind of crazy.
Bleach, how do you
Do
feel
you? Oh,
about
no.
bleach?
Oh, no. No. Oh, you mustn't put bleach on any time, nothing.
What about products that like...
I don't like products used.
Get out of that house. Bleach? No bleach here. It washes out the blood stains.
But anyway,
Yeah, I don't
Hoarders
know
is
what
wild.
that is.
You may know a hoarder. You may be a hoarder. You open your car door and trash falls out of it. You're probably a hoarder. Get some help. But before you
Sometimes,
do,
I mean,
click
shit.
like, click subscribe, leave a comment, do all that cool stuff because it helps a lot. Check out Dane on Buff Pro on YouTube, and also check out the Toasty Games
It's not
channel
bad,
where we're
but
still
you do have a
playing
little bit
games
of
over there. If you're old school
stuff.
Cinnamon Toastken fan, you want to see some games, you want to see some live stream of us playing games, it's all over there on the Toasty Games channel. I've asked you and I've told you now I'm about to make you, all right? I'm gonna give you the count of 3. 1.
What?
Yeah.
Check it out. Up to 19 million Americans have hoarding disorder. And there's
God.
only like freaking 30-something million people in Australia. Like half of Australia population could be
That's where
hoarders.
Ken lives, I believe. Now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is one of their stories. Well, I can tell from the goddamn porch.
Oh, yeah.
I even got to go in the house. I can already tell. Like,
Yeah.
the same version of this house in the
We've
south
seen this
we're
one.
from is
I
the
recognize
trailer that has
that
like 18
house.
cars parked around it.
Oh yeah.
They're all like
rusted. You got doors
Yeah.
missing, hoods missing.
They all been picked clean apart or something. And
Yep.
hey, if that window's open upstairs, I don't know if it is, but if it is, it probably
Looks
hasn't been
like
closed in forever because ain't nobody get to it.
Oh wow.
I was a housewife, and I've raised 2 sons.
Oh, I
can already see the
remember
stuff in the
her.
background.
David is my oldest son, and 9 years later, I had Stephen.
Where do they go with this story right now? Are they buried underneath the?
Are they somewhere in the basement?
I've lost them under the clutter.
I've never really been real fond of housework. It's not my...
I mean, I can relate
Yeah,
to that.
I don't like it.
She just said she did laundry.
I did the laundry.
Bruh, I could see the
Did.
mold growing
Did.
on the...
Did
I
past
see the
tense.
crap growing on it down here. That thing, a toolbox? I don't even know what that is. All right, god dang. Oh!
Oh no.
That's a plunger
That's a
thing.
How much of this
No.
cheese is? They even open it? That's been placed there. They like how clean it even looks. That,
Yeah, that cheese is like $7 a
okay.
can.
Oh, that's I thought it was a
No,
ranch. That's a
not
cat.
the animals, dude.
I remember this one.
That's why the cat's
You
there.
do?
Though. They've been getting fed.
I don't.
I don't even know what that
She's-
is. This
she's
place, this
very,
house is haunted, Dane. This phasmophobia.
unpleasant.
They got dirty water. They got poop water. Got to take a
Right.
picture of that. Oh, the fridge.
Oh no.
This works, dude.
Uh,
You
my
come
mother-in-law's fridge,
look like that.
just like that.
Really?
I don't know how, dude. I literally, she'd be like, "Hey, can you get this out of the fridge for me?" I'm like, no.
Where is it? The Tetris master right here. How's everything staying in with the door open? This is magical. Like these freaking the sausages here just hanging. God, it's impressive.
Wow.
Big block of cheese
It
too.
takes skill.
Is that
Bacon.
Hold
Bro,
on.
I bet there's
Is that some kind of cleaning agent?
That looks like mayo.
Oh, okay.
some stuff in the back of this fridge that would.
Blow your nostrils away.
Gordon Ramsay, shut this whole house down if you can find it.
Mom's house is deplorable. It's just filled from the floor to the ceiling. There's cat feces.
Oh!
I can't believe you don't
That one
remember
out.
this.
What is that? What they blur out? The cat
It's
body?
everywhere. The stench is.
Oh!
No, dude, no. Oh, I can smell that.
That is the okay.
It's like
All
when you
right.
walk in.
Bro, so dude, how they get it on the wall though? That's what. How they get it on the wall?
Cats,
Every bathroom
dude.
They have. They always have
I don't.
Cats.
crap on the
Maybe.
wall. I don't know. Why is that bucket? Okay.
It's sickening to your stomach to think that she's capable of living in those conditions.
Hell, just take a match to it. Just throw a match in
She
there.
lives in it still?
Yes.
No, she don't live
Yeah.
in it. She can't get around it. There's no way.
What is going on with her arm?
She's
It
got
looks like she's wearing a
some.
bodysuit.
What is it?
No,
lymphedema?
fluid.
I saw it earlier,
Yeah,
but I
she's
was
got
kinda
fluid.
I didn't want to mention it, but now that I'm looking at it even more, it's like she's got some thick arms and like a bracelet that's too small or something. I don't know.
No.
Maybe it's her
Is that
hazmat
not-
suit.
Is that bad? Is that not bad?
I mean,
For her circulation?
It looks
That
like it should be.
awful.
I think it's her least of her worries, honestly, though. To be fair.
Right.
Due to the horrific condition in Bella's home, the city has given her an ultimatum: clean up or face eviction. She owned it. They go to kick her out of her house.
She probably owns it. And they're like, yo, dude, we can't.
We're gonna make you leave. Like, how owning your house, right? Be like the old man here. Do you own anything? If you don't pay your taxes, they'll kick you out. You don't clean, they'll kick you out. You own it, whatever. Out.
As long as I'm able
true.
to function in there, whether or not the living room is crowded,
Crowded.
It's not.
Crowded.
It's not
No, it's
functional.
beyond. She's delusional.
It's a little
man.
tight.
You can't.
bothers
Where
me.
does she sit
delusional.
at? I haven't seen like an open area for her to like actually sit yet.
It's overwhelmed with cats, and she hurt her arm a couple years ago when she took a bad fall and shattered her elbow, and it's hindered her in being able.
Oh, is that what's going on with her arm? She broke her elbow.
I think there's probably
Oh,
a
it
lot.
looks-
I mean, she's probably a
It
lot.
looks swollen, like in comparison
First
to the
off,
other one.
I just want
It
to
looks-
to make it clear before we get any further into this. This human being that we're talking about is an extremely mentally ill,
She's sick.
physically jacked up, sick person.
Yeah.
She's very fucked
Yeah.
up.
like something's going on. She probably tripped over some crap.
Say you love an animal and you have one or two, you have a relationship with them. When you have 20 of them in there and they're crawling all over everything, I don't see how you can have a relationship.
She's a cat lady too. He's like, bro, she got 20 goddamn cats.
You'd have to be a cat lover to understand it.
I doubt these cats are taken care of. Honestly.
Exactly.
These things looking like they mangy.
They're on your lap. They're on your leg. I've got a recliner, so they start at my ankles and they work the.
That cat looks like it hates you right now. You're trying to pet it for the camera, and it's fearing for his life. Like, don't touch me. Yeah.
And then one of them will want to get under your chin.
I could see all the bugs flying around the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the cat's suffering right now, I don't think so.
They are.
She's
They're
delusional,
not
dude.
suffering. This one
They
just
are.
is blind. God, freaking
They are.
Wow.
This happened. What happened to this cat?
I've been trying for years to get her to stop doing the things that she does.
What is she
doing? What is she
doing?
blowing this cat's face right now? Duffer.
Duffer?
What? Duffer?
Sonny, on a good day, is always wants to kind of tell you what to do.
Watch
Oh
out!
my God.
Don't yell too loud. Avalanche may happen.
That reminds me of the fucking
Every day of the week,
Idiocracy
it's
avalanche.
different. I'm not quivering, but
Okay, I
this
had
is
that when I was
one
a
I've never
child.
seen before.
What? She's not quivering.
I had that.
It's like, I don't mean to alarm you, and I am pretty excited, but I've never seen this one. I need to take it home and put it in my house
Perfume
where I'll
and
never
it
see it
smells
again.
terrible.
Where I can never find it.
That's kind of interesting.
If she finds the bargain, that's her high.
I've already got a couple. Would you like it?
She's already got a couple of those. It's impressive that she can remember what she's got too. She's like, yeah, I got about 3 of these. They're
Right.
in the kitchen.
I'm trying to do something nice, and it's rejected. It's like a slap in the face.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of junk. Nobody wants it. All right, like
Right. It's at the thrift store.
literally, you don't even have to go get it. You can just like take something out of your house and wash off with a hose, and it'd be about the same thing.
After so many times of her giving something to you that you don't want, didn't ask for, don't need, then that's where the problem as far as the relationships go.
She's just trying to spread the hoarding culture, all right, to her sons. She's also got some cat crap on his picture. He's pretty mad about that. She's like, here you go. Just have some of the stuff that I like.
If my mom was to refuse the house being cleaned up, I suppose she'll have to go live in a motel she would not be welcome to come live with me.
He's like, you ain't doing that to my house.
I mean, after years and years and years.
Hey, they got the crew here. The police are marking it off like, hey, look, don't cross, all right?
Crime scene.
Crime scene.
This is the worst word.
Well, I mean, the treatment of the animals, it is, you know.
They're talking trash. They're like, this is bad. God dang, guys.
We even have to have a decontamination station for the first time ever.
Yeah, clean this off because this could kill the neighbors, all right?
I mean, this could kill people, without a doubt.
Yeah, he's in real bad shape.
Oh, God, I thought so. When I saw him earlier, I was like, this cat.
These poor cats, dude.
Like, he's all right.
Too healthy.
Yeah.
You can see how he's
Oh, man.
that eye has a lot of mucus
God,
That's
dude.
probably why the other cat's blind. God, I think.
Oh, God.
Oh, the poor cats. It's the slow and difficult process of removing cats. The team uncovered an amazing surprise.
I already remember.
Kittens, right?
Is this the dead
Where
cats?
The kittens. Yeah. They got baby cats. I knew it.
We were in the back bedroom and we heard noises. When we lifted the mattress, what we found was a mama.
Oh, you better hold Mama back. She's about to get you. You know, touch
Yeah,
them babies.
she looks
And
pissed.
6 newborn kittens.
6 newborn. God, they are like new too. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
They are probably less than a day old.
Less than a day. That just had them.
The only way those kittens were going to survive the next 24 hours is that fact that we found them.
Actually, yeah, if that's the case, I'm freaking lucky. Police were going on. She is fixated on bags that are coming out of the house.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, here she goes.
God darn it. I want to see that. I'm sorry.
What's going
What
on,
are you taking out?
Hey, what are you getting out of my house? I paid $2 for all this at Goodwill. What y'all taking out of my
I'm
house?
sorry. We're going to have class right now.
We're
gonna have class.
Let me tell you what you can and can't take out. And they'll be like, hey, you can leave.
This is all contaminated.
If it's contaminated,
Yes, it is.
you can't look
It
through
is.
it and sort.
It has to be burned. I can't even throw this. I'm not allowed to throw this at the dump.
We got to incinerate this. No, there's a book in here.
Wow.
Like,
No, there's a book in here. I'm sorry. That is funny.
Beulah,
I'm sorry.
cats are dying in that house
Oh,
because
they're
someone
not dying.
Oh, the cats aren't dying in that house. Didn't show it, but we cut past it. But they did find
Dead cats,
Yeah.
I
And
do
she was
remember
just
this.
kind of like,
These are porcelain plates. They could be washed.
If it's in the house, it's contaminated.
Well, then.
Yeah, you let her know. If it's in this house
At
I have
all.
to take a match to it.
Why don't we set fire to the damn house?
There you go.
Pull up the carpet. The carpet needs to go.
How
You're
the
not-
hell am I going to get to your carpet? There's 400 bags of this on top of it.
I mean,
Get her. Yeah, let
facts,
her know.
dude. This
Let
is
her
the
know.
hard part of the
Everyone's just
show,
sitting around
man.
like,
This is the hard
golly,
part
here
of the
we go.
show.
Yep.
Is
You
that a
don't
brother
have to wash
sitting
them.
there?
I'll wash them.
This is why
She'll what? What do you mean she'll wash
baby.
Girl, when?
Where? In the tub?
I think you know what the word wash is right now. You hadn't washed anything in 30 years. Let's look at that house. Good Lord.
Just leave me alone. Leave me alone, Sonny.
Ooh, Sonny. Ooh, Sonny. Better leave her alone now.
Right, Sonny?
I am Dr. Chabot. I'm a clinical psychologist who specializes in OCD and compulsive hoarding.
Well, you probably should have been there from the beginning, you know?
Where you been, lady?
Where are you at?
But I don't want my entire life ripped out and put in a garbage bag when it doesn't have to be.
But it does, though.
Now, what she's saying, like, she's like, those are porcelain plates. I can clean those. You know,
Nah.
sure. You can. Hell, you could clean everything in that house, really.
Yeah, you could have actually cleaned the house.
Yeah. But
You know,
you
they
didn't.
could actually not have to come out here.
Yeah. Everything could have been different, but it's not. And so now
And this is where we are.
we got to deal with it now.
Yeah.
We have to let them help you, Mom, because if they don't...
All right.
She's like, Steve, shut up, Steve. I don't want to hear it.
She's
It
tripping.
ain't
She
garbage.
lives in
Usually
another
whenever we
world.
watch these things, it's
She
like
lives
you know,
in
they kinda
another
get 'em
world.
a little more prepared. This one, they're just like, we're
Yeah.
going in, we're going at it. You know, they come in aggressive, and of course she's looking mad about it.
It seems like an older
But you know
episode.
what? They found 36 cats in her house. Jeez.
Wow.
13 of
Oh,
them were dead.
I didn't
Oh, my
remember that
gosh.
many.
Oh,
I thought it was
Oh.
like 3.
13 dead cats.
Can't imagine
I mean, haven't
the smell.
Just inside the house.
Just
Underneath
imagine.
stuff.
And there's not like a litter box. There's not like you know.
I always try to put myself in like
half
people's shoes.
that
I'm just
many
trying to imagine
litter
myself
boxes
living in a
at
house,
least.
And I have like my cats, and then I'm like, you know, I haven't seen 13 of them in a long time. I wonder where. I guess they left.
What are you guys eating over there? I don't remember cooking. Oh, no.
I do believe that most of these cats are going to be adoptable, although they will require medical
They're
treatment.
giving the cats away too. Like you can't have the. You
I
do
mean,
not
come
deserve
on,
these
dude.
cats
She
anymore.
can't.
Yeah,
can't have
good. Good. Down to the business. Oh, the plumbing. God, look, this is just stuff they're pulling out of the tub. Bruh.
They need a strainer. For
How do these kids' toys get in there? Like, what?
Her kids haven't been kids for 42 years.
This dude's about to get attacked by the deadliest spider known to man right here. Whatever this thing is right here, it's been growing in this house, is transformed. It's about to get him.
This is very overwhelming.
Yeah, I bet.
It's horrible. Can't hardly stand the smell of it.
Yeah.
She's been pooping in that.
I
don't know where she's been, how she's been using the bathroom. That's what I haven't figured out yet, because all the toilets are just like.
There have been episodes where it's just bags upon bags.
Box free.
Oh, they got okay. They hit it. No, they didn't throw everything away. You know, they wanted to.
Yeah,
but
there's still that much left, dude. That's insane.
Yeah, bird crap all over the desk.
Jeez. Kind of disappointed not more was done.
Disappointed not more was done. What? That's it? That's all they're doing? Like, all right, well, we helped you. See ya. Like, is that it?
And they're gonna lose the house anyway?
Yeah. What's happening?
Inspected your house, and good news and some bad.
The good news is you got some stuff. The bad news, you can't live here.
I mean,
I
don't remember.
Have some unsafe conditions with the animal feces and some unsafe material inside that has to be removed.
The good news is everything else is fine. We can sell it.
Be good for the next person that lives here.
But I still have to condemn the property and not allow you to live in it.
My house! Surprise Pikachu face.
I believe she's going to probably end up in a shelter for the local women's shelter. There's just been too much animosity.
Did he just try to push her down?
Like,
oh, wow.
Too much animosity right now that I don't want her to come to my house.
Oh, you didn't want her to come to your house to begin with, dude. You ain't having it. You're like, he's done. Well, good thing you got.
He's like, I grew up in this.
Yeah.
Good thing you got other family members. This is not about you. You know, someone else can help her out. But it's weird to me that they like. I guess because the camera crew and everything, like A&E or whoever's paying for it, or Hoarders, whatever show is, it's like, all right, we got a day, we can film. That's it.
Yeah.
Good luck after that. You know, we got our footage.
Right. They
gone.
didn't do a lot.
But I mean, it's something.
I have no sense that she is really going to recover from this illness of compulsive hoarding.
Golly, man, this is like the most depressing. Like they know, like your house is clean and nice. You know, oh yay.
Rarely it is.
Life is just like.
Rarely it is.
No helping her. We ain't even finishing the whole house.
Right.
Sons don't want to take care of her. It's like, good Lord, dude.
This is the saddest episode, man.
Give me a happy ending here. She lived at a woman's shelter
Give
for
him
6
a happy
weeks until her
ending.
sons were able to get her home livable. Okay, well, the
So
sons
they
keep
got
her.
the house.
6 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
Cats are still receiving medical treatment at the animal shelter. 2 will be returned to her when they are healthy.
2 is better than 36.
Thrift store almost daily.
That's not great.
Round 2.
She needs somebody
okay, so
to
they got
help
the cleaning
her.
crew there. They got most of it cleaned up, and the sons did the rest. All right.
At least you got it back, you know.
Yeah, at least you got 2 of her cats. Phew. Anyway, all right. That's it. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment. Do all that cool stuff. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. Just my friends. We'll see you next time. I love you. Bye-bye.
Why don't we just set fire to the damn house?
So there's a lot to be said about this one.
Yeah. I feel bad about this one because normally they're there for like
a couple of days.
You can't tell
it seems.
with this. You have to watch the whole episode, but they're usually there for like 3 days. They have a time crunch. It's always like part of the show.
Yes.
They're
well, I mean, they can't be there forever.
Right.
Obviously.
And usually what takes the longest is convincing the person that their family can look through the items and they're not going to throw any of their good stuff away, and they have to like lend that trust to them.
Because they want to be able to look through every single individual
and there's
thing
not
that
time
comes.
for that.
Well, I mean, not years.
They
it would
they
take.
could have.
It would take years.
But under the 3-day, timeline now, they can't. And so TLC usually does more. They provide aftercare. They provide
Which
therapy.
they said she was going to therapy, but she was still shopping at thrift stores. Said she was getting therapy.
Aftercare?
Yep.
Okay. So there's that.
Yeah. This was an earlier episode. They didn't call it aftercare, and they didn't do as much of the, listen, we need to get to the underlying issue that causes this. Because what I think happened was it was more of a, oh my God, this is terrible. We're going to argue and fight with you and take your shit. And then after a couple seasons, other people were like, hey guys,
that's not working.
You can't do people like this.
Yeah.
You are exploiting these people.
Yeah.
And so then they started to focus really heavy on, why are you doing this? How can we help you understand what makes you feel this way about this stuff?
While simultaneously
cleaning and
hiring deep cleaners to come in,
right.
And if they need to rip up the carpet, it might look like shit afterwards, but at least it's not in there.
Getting all the dangerous shit out of there.
Getting them a place to actually sleep. That way they're not just sleeping in like a computer chair in the basement.
Don't call me out like that.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but this is actually what mental illness looks like in an exacerbated situation.
It's a bad way. And, you know, the real victims of this situation that I saw were the animals, because they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And to have 13 dead animals in your home makes you, sick or not, a criminal.
Okay.
To me.
So
you're a criminal.
I know that she loves them and she cares about those animals, but at the same time, when you have 13, literally over a dozen dead animals, you can't say that you're providing care.
How are they going to give them back to her?
And my thing is like, okay, I help take care of cats.
Yes.
I have a cat.
One
cat. I know how much cat shit stinks.
Oh, God.
If you have, let's just say you have 10 cats, you need at least multiple litter boxes.
Yes.
And you're going to have to scoop that shit round the clock.
Yes. But, you know, I see somebody in the chat saying that, you know, it's difficult to deal with, especially hard-headed people. There's a difference between being stubborn and being delusionally crazy. Okay? Dealing with this kind of mental illness has left these people thinking they don't think they're wrong.
They don't think they're wrong.
They think that they are right, that they're being robbed,
but
that they're being taken advantage of.
Personalities that come into play with this too, because we have seen really kind and sweet and just really broken people who are who suffer from OCD.
But why are they hard-headed? You know, this is an old lady who raised children, who has been through a lot in her life, I'm sure, and that hard-headed nature has helped her still be here.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason why people's personalities are the way that they are, but when you mix the mental illness with that personality, then it becomes extremely difficult. I agree, but the overarching situation is that she is very sick.
She's very sick.
Mentally. There is some kind of damage that she's trying to fix with objects that don't. It's the dopamine. If it wasn't a hoarding issue, it would be alcohol or drugs or something. Like, she's looking for a chemical release to make her feel good. She wants a dopamine rush. That's what happens when you find the deals. Like, I shop to make myself feel better too.
And I call you out.
Yeah,
when you
but
do it.
While I do have a lot of shit, I don't have a lot of shit to the point where it's like,
no,
I can't take care of myself. I can't take care of my animals. I also compulsively buy things. I have OCD also.
Yes.
It's just not like super bad hoarding OCD. Yeah. I'm a collector and I use my things. I know what I have and I know what's going on with my situation.
Organized. You have more of like a pure OCD.
Yeah, my OCD is not to compulsively shop. I just use it for whenever my mood is down or something like that.
But you also have ADHD, so
I have
it makes
ADHD.
sense that you would want a dopamine.
I have my fair share of issues too, and that's what makes me kind of see where they're coming from with this kind of stuff. I get in dark places myself.
Yeah.
And have sat and like let pieces of my life fall apart because I can't move. So I couldn't imagine the unbearable weight of something like this. This woman is sitting in a position of extreme misery. That's why she lashes out. That's why she's so hard-headed, you could say. You know, whenever somebody stubs their toe and you try to talk to them, how do they act? Don't talk to me. I'm hurting. Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah.
That's what she's dealing with.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean,
they are doing the thing that she's actively worried about.
They're ripping off her Band-Aid.
Yeah.
That's what it is, you know. So while some of this stuff is wildly entertaining and funny, the reality of the situation is horrifically sad and awful, and it's a brutal example of there are people in this world going through absolute hell on earth.
Yeah.
And it's easy to sit where we are and look at them and be like, it's easy.
Yeah.
But what you don't see is the shattered human beings sitting in their mind.
And most of these people who are on the show, at least, have an immense amount of shame and guilt surrounding all of this.
I don't think anybody's proud of it.
Most of the people are like, you know, they're like, okay, the psychologist is here, like we have to come in and assess, and they're like, I am so embarrassed, like I don't want you to see this, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's some people on this show that, while it is tremendously hard to let things go, you can see their progress already. They're like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this is incredibly difficult, but like I can do this, and then that means that I can have my family over. This lady, not in the stage where she was at.
I mean, there are some really mean, vile people on this show also.
Yeah.
But I still look at the circumstances, the mental illness, the humanity.
Yeah.
Which is lost. It's a lost thing to give a fuck about people. It's not cool to care about people. Okay? It's much cooler to laugh and ridicule, and everybody will join in the chorus of pointing a finger and laughter. Most often because they don't want to deal with their own shit. So it's easier to laugh at somebody else. But don't lose what makes this really valuable is the fact that you can see people in a shit circumstance and be like, I feel terrible for them. It sucks to know that people are living through stuff like this. So maybe next time I have an interaction, I should have a little grace and some compassion and love for another person because you don't know what they're going through. That's what I take away from this.
Absolutely.
It's a good video. You know, I don't think that Ken or Buff Pro were being too mean or judgy about anything. I mean, whenever you see crazy, ridiculous shit,
you can't help but to have a reaction.
Yeah, you're just going to react to it. So I don't really see anything negative from that. I enjoyed the video. I always like what cinnamontoastken and Buff Pro are doing. I think they're great reactors, and I appreciate the fact that they get, we kind of have a green light to react to their stuff. We've gotten some compliments on it from Buff Pro himself, which is really cool. If you haven't checked out his channel, I recommend that you do. Also, give cinnamontoastken some love. If you guys appreciated our reaction to this, you could always give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and give us recommendations.
Yes. You can do that in the comments below on our Discord, our Patreon, or our Twitch. We go live on our Twitch every Friday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do live reactions just like this.
We do.
So if you're interested in seeing our takes on a situation,
whatever,
send it over that way.
Let us know. We appreciate you checking this out, and we will see you next time.
See you guys.